Right, so what we're going to have a look at now is we're going to have a look at creating an artist copy. So you can see I, again, have got an Alan Burt Johnson example to be working from, and what you will need is you will need something circular if you were doing this one, because Alan Burt Johnson draws things in circles. I've got some circular objects that I can draw around just to make things easier for me. Okay, so the one in the centre is nice and big, so I'll start off with the one in the centre. I'm going to draw around my cup. Now I am going to have to slide my picture off the screen slightly so that you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm getting my cup and I'm just drawing around like that. Now there's a couple of different ways that you could approach your artist copy. I'm going to draw it like this, but if you wanted to, if you had the ability to print, you could grid it up and print it out. If you are a bit better drawing by hand like this, you can draw it by hand, but it does help that if you have circular objects to draw circular things, and rulers for straight lines helps as well. Okay, so I'm just creating a frame there, and I am having to freehand sketch the inside of this rim, but again you could just get a smaller circular object for that. Right, and remember, one of the key things to do is when you're drawing out accurately, you need to remember to use very light sketchy pencil lines, because if you do something wrong you want to be able to rub it out. So I'm going to continue on. The nice thing about the sellotape there is that I can do that, and that makes that nice and easy. And then there's another one that comes in the top corner here that overlaps, and I'm just putting out where I sort of see them crossing over and overlapping, and trying to get the distances between them right as well. And then there's just the corner of one that I can see. I'll just move that out of the way. Over here. Just like that. Okay, so now that I've got my basic outlines drawn, that's when I can go in and I can start adding in the detail. Okay, so like I said, if you need to use a ruler, which I will need to do for some areas, use a ruler, but I'm just going to give you a very quick demonstration and then I'm going to let you get on with yours. So I'm going to start with the biggest sort of section in the middle of this circular section in the middle here. So I'm going to start with, this is clearly an edge of a butterfly wing, so it kind of arches across and meets up with the edge of that there. And there's something that I'm going to have to do with the edge of that wing, because I've edge of that circle, because I've drawn a very, very thin rim around the edge. I would need to thicken that up, because it does go thicker and thinner. So that's why we sketch lightly, so that if we have to correct anything we can do. So I can go in and make the rim of that one a little bit thicker, and then my butterfly wing nearly touches it, so I'm going quite close, and then it comes and it actually does join up with it at that side. And again, just make that rim wider all the way around, and then I can start drawing some of the detail in. So I'm not going to really thicken it up inside there, because a lot of that is covered over on my picture, but I do need to just very gently thicken it up a little bit over this side. Okay, so I'm happy with that bit now. So then I'm going to start drawing the detail inside my butterfly wing. So there's like an angle here that is all black, and then that line sort of gets thinner and thicker, so I'm going to draw it curved like that, and black section there, and then we've got this sort of diagonal big black line that runs right through the centre of it. So I'm going to have that come down there, and there's another one that side of it as well. Just sketching that in nice and lightly. And there's kind of a little gap in the middle with it to show that it is actually two separate lines, but it does just join up at that point there. And then I've got a little white highlight. And then I'm just in to draw in the rest of the detail that I see.